Okay, fellas, we should be live. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, the audio sounds fine. Okay, so before we start, I forgot to do the depth chart moves, which there isn't a whole lot, but I will do those quickly. That'll take literally like a minute. So, Wally's going to IR. There weren't any waivers, right? There was one. Okay, I have to do that as well. But this won't take more than like a minute. And then a couple of QB changes, and then Nick's waiver claim, and then that will be it. So the Caps are going right back to Carson Wentz. He just said Wentz QB1, right? Yeah, okay. And then the Steamers will be switching to Josh Rosen until Will Duvall returns. And position, I don't think there were any. Were there? Oh, yeah, there were. You're right. Let's get Dr. Duvernay Tardif. All right, the first game of the day is it's the Cowboys and the Caps, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's a big NFC East game. Obviously, a lot of playoff implications right there. All right, where is Dr. Duvernay Tardif? There he is. Hashtag start Brady. If Wentz does bad, it's fill time. Well, last time you guys played Dallas, Wentz didn't really have to do a whole lot. Okay, what are the changes? Hold on. Let's go to a regular roster. That'll probably be quicker. Martinez to right tackle, Dawkins to left. Where's Dawkins? Oh, they're already there. I must have already did those. Okay. All right, now let's get started. So, Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2. Siri has selected 1.4326. Okay, that's weird. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2. Now Siri has selected 1.63666. What? Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 2. Thank you. Siri has selected 2. I'm pretty sure that's Columbus. So what? Siri's doing decibels now with that? Tom Brady in the playoffs, that'll guarantee an OFL Bowl win. I don't know about that, Chief. Siri, well, no, Siri picked the decimal with 1. I need a whole number. Alright, any specific jersey combo you want? All white, all blue, road or home? What's good, Pokemon? Welcome, my guy. And then the second game of the day is what, the Chargers and Dolphins? That's a good game. That's a really good game. I'm excited for that one. All whites, okie dokie. Superstars and Super X Factors. We got Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, TJ Watt, Matt Woodard, the GOAT, Quentin Pierre, Teron Armstead, Kevin Byard, Adoree Jackson, Trent Brown, Trent Boyett, Shaq Griffin, Zach Ertz, Carson Wentz, my pants, Marcus May, Shaq Lawson, Earl Thomas, Adrian Phillips, and Tom Brady. This is a really weird group of players. Adrian Phillips, Shaq Lawson, Marcus May, Adoree Jackson even. What an odd group. Second game was a tie. Looks like it was switched at the last second, but it was too late. I'm pretty sure the Chargers and Dolphins was winning when we started. So that's the one we'll go with. Although the other game, the Chiefs and the Ravens, would have been fun. There were a lot of good games both weeks. Particularly week 16. I had to leave some tough ones off. But here we go. Week 15, a big game in the NFC playoff race. The Dallas Cowboys pretty much need to win out for the most part, as they are currently 6-7. The Caps, meanwhile, 7-6. One game behind the Bulldogs for first in the East, tied for that final wild card spot as well. So in OFL 21, we didn't get to watch games the second time. Did I make that a rule? Or in OFL 20? I never knew I made that a rule. Well, this game got enough votes here, and it's a pretty important one. Both teams are fighting for division and wild card spots. So I don't have a major issue with it. But did we make that a rule? I don't think we made that a rule, maybe. Oh well. Them boys will be starting on offense. We get to see Matt Woodard, who has his good moments and has his bad moments whenever we watch him. I think we'll just put it at that. Kareem Hunt played really well last time these two teams played. Obviously, Todd Gurley was a little bit better, but Kareem Hunt was good too. How much did Columbus win that game by? I don't think they won it by a whole lot. I'm pretty sure Dallas was in it until the end, if I remember correctly. Is that Trent Boyett making the play in the run game? I think so. What happened to the Steamers for any of these? Well, we just started 2 minutes ago, so nothing's happened with the Steamers. Other than me making your depth chart change to make Josh Rosen the starter. So you haven't missed anything except for literally the first play of the game. There's a nice throw, I think, for Jarvis Landry. Throw back to when Landry was on waivers for like 1 week. That was fun. Everybody begged for him, but it turned out that Nathaniel did his waivers all correctly. And no one got him. I thought that was intercepted for a second. That was close. Never got to watch San Francisco and Arizona second time in OFL 20 because we already watched it. I never knew I made that a rule. Huh. Well, that's not a rule here. Now that you say that, I vaguely kind of remember now last year. Maybe we did do that. Huh. I think you actually might be right. 3rd and 10, broken up. Good stop by Columbus. Torn on who to root for? Yeah, I mean, obviously Dallas helps your draft pick. But Dallas winning this game doesn't do a ton. It would move it down like 3 or 4 spots, and there's a good shot you'd still get the guy you want. If Dallas loses, they're pretty much out of the playoff race. But if Columbus wins, then they almost control their own destiny. So, I don't know. I feel like you should probably root for both teams to find a way to lose. Maybe the stadium gets nuked or something, and both teams, everyone dies off and everyone gets eliminated. I don't know. Since it's a video game, I'm allowed to say that, and it's not messed up. Here's Tremblay. I think he was hurt. Well, he's not anymore.
Number 35, the ball carrier. Adoree Jackson on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
So far, so good for Columbus. They've been quick thus far.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. 50.
Not much for Mr. Diggs. Could anyone in the OFL beat Smirnov in a 1v1 slap fight? Oh, heck no. Smirnov would... everyone in the league could take on Smirnov at once, and Smirnov would still win. Because he's the only one from Russia. He's the only comrade.
Number 30, Todd Gurley, the ball carrier.
Hang on, you need to make a call to my boy. His name is Kim. I think he might be there to help me. Well, Kim's going to have to need perfect aim. Third and 2. Back to Tremblay. He does not get it. Ooh. 4th and 1 at the 4. You got to go for it here. You're not in field goal. Well, I guess it's Enzo. Enzo could probably drill it from 61. Yeah, we get to see Enzo. A 61-yard kick. That is a shot. That had the distance. I think it was wide left. He had the distance. Yeah, he could have had it if it was accurate. Whoa, we played defense. Unlike for real Cowboys. Smirnoff the best quarterback? Well, you're not wrong. Probably not wrong. What's up with your first-round kicker missing kicks? Well, Sebastian Janikowski is a first-rounder, and he missed kicks. Speaking of nukes, that kick was a nuke, but it wasn't accurate. So, if Kim's going to be launching nukes like that, it might have the distance, but it might land somewhere else in Ohio. So, just a warning. Dallas has really good starting field position.
Second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Second and 6, nice little spin move by Hunt.
The ball carrier. He was tackled.
Didn't get it though, he was close. Joe Burrow may be ahead in the MVP race, but Smirnoff is still a better fist fighter. Regardless of who wins MVP, Smirnoff is winning the fist fight. Wow, why did Dallas drop back to pass on 3rd and inches? Nice sack for Cruz. They're still in field goal range. But all they had to do was run the ball or go for a quick pass. And if they don't get it, they could either punch it in or have an easier kick. I mean, this is from 52 yards. This is far from a guarantee. He should make it. And that is not even close. I think the wind was against him. That's probably why Enzo had the distance, because he had the wind going for him. I think Catanzaro did not. So, not a great start for either kicker. Smirnoff throwing the ball or Enzo kicking it? Which goes farther? Definitely Smirnoff. Definitely. Here's Big Bobby, Robbie Anderson, to the 38. No score yet. Both offenses have had chances, but due to some kicking woes, they have not been able to get on the board. Todd Gurley tortured Dallas last time. Only has gotten the ball twice today. Malcolm Tremblay seems to have been in the game more. I don't think Tremblay was healthy the last time these two teams played. That's probably why Gurley got so many touches, if I were to guess. Now it's probably going to be a little bit more of both. But if Todd Gurley can have a fraction of what he did last time against Dallas, then that would not be good news for the Cowboys. What's good, RMP? Welcome. We do not slander Malcolm Tremblay here, noob. The Malcolm Tremblay slander is not acceptable. Does he have the size and carrying ability that any of us would have at running back? Yes, that is absolutely true. But we do not slander the man, the myth, the legend. Week 16 was not a tie when we started the stream, so we are not watching your game. I apologize, Cobra. The Chargers and Dolphins had more votes when we started the stream, and if there's no betting, then the next best thing would be when the stream starts. So, although I will say the Ravens have been pretty bad in sim lately, so although you don't get to watch your team, this might actually be better for Kansas City. Possibly. Change your week 16. Was it before? I mean, if it was before, we can do a tiebreaker, a quick tiebreaker of the people in here. If you guys would rather have a revote of the people in the stream, nice touchdown for Robbie Anderson. That's fun. Jelani Salami. Okay, no tiebreaker. I'm half kidding. But if we want to do a revote where everybody here gets one vote, I mean, we can do that after this game. Wentz has been fairly solid today. I guess he wasn't too thrilled he got benched for Big Phil. Scooter I wonder if Scooter would have won MVP last year. Because I feel like, I mean, there were a lot of good choices last year. But Smirnov would have easily won it last year. Burrow would have won it last year. But I wonder if Smirnov would, or not Smirnov, I wonder if Scooter would have. Why y'all changing votes second before the stream? I don't know, but we can make history by having probably the first in-vote stream. Or in-stream vote. I can't speak English today. Did it like 30 minutes before? Huh, I must have never noticed. Well, if that's the case, we can do a revote. You don't know what's wrong with Jelani Salami, don't you? Well, hate's a strong word. I hate how he plays on the field. Let's put it that way, because he's Garbo. That was probably the worst pick the Bob Quinn-led front office made, and that says something because that crew made a lot of bad picks. That might have been the worst one. At least he did fine in the first round, other than Jared Davis. Dallas has it at the. It feels weird not having a midfield logo. I don't like that at all. That's still so dumb. Is that just like a Caps thing, or is it a thing with this specific field? Who can kick farther, Hunt or Enzo? Enzo can kick balls farther, Hunt can kick women farther. For a garbage Ravens-Chiefs game, I mean, the Dolphins and Chargers, I would say, are both a little bit better than those two teams, but I mean, Chiefs-Ravens is still somewhat interesting. You don't watch a lot of Detroit, but, well, it's not that he, like, tackles aren't really how good a player is. Like, 58 tackles is a fine number, but he can't cover worth a damn. He's not a particularly smart player. He has a lot of missed tackles. He can't really rush the quarterback. So, yes, 58 tackles is fine, but he probably has a lot more missed tackles than he should have. Then you will regret it. Tavai will be good one day? I doubt it. I wish. I would love to see him play well this year. Maybe he will, with the rocket scientist no longer being our coach. But it's not going to happen. He never should have gone in the second round anyway. That pick made 0 sense at the time. Makes even less sense now. Woodard is intercepted by Trent Boyett. Did you just compliment my rival? I complimented our rival. If you meant I said the Chargers were better than you. Is Smirnov the best quarterback of OFL's current history? Maybe OFL 21 you could make the argument. Probably in all OFLs, probably not. Who is the best quarterback? And probably Jared Goff. I mean, he won a lot of MVPs the first 2 years. So, that feels like a weird answer. But, I don't know. You also hate Jelani Tavai. Yes, Jelani Tavai sucked for both of our teams. Painter you would compare to Sam Bradford, a talented quarterback who can't stay healthy, always have a talent. I'd say that's a good comp. Yes, F the bolts. All my homies hit the bolts. Well, I mean, the Chargers has not been good lately. You guys have been better lately, but I think pretty much every team in the league has been better the past 4 weeks than the Chargers. Look at that move by Todd Gurley. Look at Gurley go! As Sam Tevy is injured. Both running backs, again, have been really good today. Both, not only Todd Gurley, but Kareem Hunt's been great, too, for Dallas. It's just that Matt Woodard isn't overly consistent. Then Tavai turned into a solid linebacker for the Rams here. Yeah, he has actually been quite good. I'm not even going to lie. For the Rams here, he's been pretty good. There's a nice run for Carson. Painter versus Smirnov was supposed to be a great battle, but too one-sided. When they were drafted, I thought the comparison would be one-sided, obviously in favor of Painter. But I mean, things change, and Madden Sim could be surprising. Praise the GOAT. The GOAT! Who's the GOAT? I'm confused. Good players, bad coaching. Well, Jelani Tavai isn't good. Yes, he had bad coaching, but what does he do well? I mean, he has nice hair, I'll give him that. I think he's gotten stronger over the offseason, so there's that. I mean, I don't think we should cut him yet. If we did, I'd put it this way. If we cut him, I wouldn't be overly upset. But, I mean, our linebacking core is not good as is, so almost might as well keep him. Every day you regret signing Duggar. Well, you only sign him for 1 year, so it doesn't really matter, does it? If the Ravens keep losing, you'll have a high first. Oh, yeah, I forgot you had your pick. That's pretty big. Gurley is the GOAT. It's not even the most goated player in his running back room. It's that guy. Big Tremblay, who doesn't get anything there. Painter was drafted to Memphis and not Miami. Guarantee you Painter would be like a 95 overall. Yeah, maybe it was the situation, and it's not even that Miami was a bad situation, but maybe, I don't know. I mean, had he gone somewhere else, maybe he would be better. I don't think Miami necessarily deserves the blame for Painter not being any good, but I guess in hindsight, had he gone somewhere else, maybe he would have been better. Like a Memphis or an Arizona. Good tackler, and he should be used to only stop the run, not coverage. Players not being able... Well, yes, players not being able to cover doesn't mean they're bad. But, like, Alden Smith is a pass rusher. Jelani Tavai is not a pass rusher. Jelani Tavai is supposed to play linebacker, and Alden Smith is an edge rusher, so Alden Smith doesn't have to cover. If Jelani Tavai can't cover, and it was kind of the same issue with Jarrad Davis, but at least Jarrad Davis could, like, get after the quarterback. Like, I always said Jarrad Davis should become a pass rusher because he can't cover at all. Like, he showed flashes of getting to a quarterback. Jelani Tavai, not really. So, Tavai's just not that good. I guess he's a backup caliber player, but nothing more. Another touchdown for Columbus. Who is that? You know, I couldn't tell you. Donovan Peoples-Jones, that's who it is. Painter went to Arizona. Maybe he would be as good as Smirnoff. You like, but I like Jarrad Davis too. I wish we brought him back. I'm not surprised though he didn't. I mean, it's not like he was all that. It's not like Jarrad Davis was good, but I still think he's salvageable. I don't think Jelani Tavai is as salvageable. I think Jarrad Davis can still be a fairly good player, and I think the Jets got themselves a pretty good one, but I just don't see it with Jelani Tavai. How are you in the same time zone as Chicago and not Georgia? I don't know. That's a good question. Did he just question DPJ? No, I questioned who DPJ was. Hashtag save Painter. Well, I mean, Aaron Rodgers has been better than Painter there in Miami, but it's not like Rodgers is young. So, RSV probably is going to have to stick with Painter. Because it's far from a sure thing that Rodgers is still going to stick around for another 2 years. If he does, then maybe things get interesting, but... And Painter doesn't have that much longer on his contract, which is also interesting. Allow us to disagree and hope Tavai... I hope Tavai does make me eat my words. I hope he does. If Jelani Tavai is good this year, I would be very happy. I would. Woodard is out here seeing ghosts. Columbus can make this a sim game here in the first half. They probably won't. There's not really enough time. Yeah, they don't have any timeouts. Do we get a water punt? Oh, what a punt! Down at the 1! Will Painter be signed when he asks for... Well, he's going to ask for 100 mil for sure. At the bare minimum, he'll probably ask for more like 150 or even 200. Because it's Madden. Think so far you've done a successful rebuild? I would say so far, yeah. Great job picking games, guys. There's still time. There's still time. Who starts with the ball? I honestly don't know. Oh my goodness! 99 yards for Todd Gurley. Okay, I was not expecting that. Wow. Well, that's one way to end the first half. Ouch. We're not going to sim yet. There's still 10 seconds left until the second quarter is done. But, oh my goodness, I did not see that coming. So Todd Gurley's like an average running back here, but he just turns into friggin' Barry Sanders whenever he plays Dallas. That's kind of depressing. Let's watch line. Well, your game didn't even get second, did it? No, it did not. Todd, why didn't you do this for the Falcons? Well, remember when Todd Gurley did score that touchdown against the Lions? That was funny. When he stumbled in and we won the game because of it. I mean, that kind of hurt our draft position, but I guess it didn't matter because we would have picked Sewell anyway. Let's watch. Who do the Chiefs even play this week? Dallas is just going to knee it. Sim if they don't score. Well, it looks like they're not going to score. So I guess we will sim. We want You mean you want Lions versus T-Birds? I think you. Who were the other people who voted for that game? You did, the Lions coach did, and Jose did. So of the people here, you're the only one. I love how they have like doubled the amount of rushing yards as they do passing yards. Mainly in thanks because they scored a 99-yard touchdown, but okay. I guess we'll see the kickoff. Yeah, Columbus starts with the ball in the third quarter. Wow. But we'll sim until it gets close. Hold on, let me see who the Chiefs play this week. They weren't on the poll, so it's probably not anyone interesting. The Chiefs play the Patriots. Yeah, no one's trying to see New England. Third and 12. Tremblay gets the first down. Yeah, Columbus is having no problems. First and goal. Todd Gurley with another touchdown. It is 28-0. Dallas needs to kick a field goal now so it can be 28-3. They are in field goal range. Get the stop for the memes. They don't. Third and 11. Oh man, they scored. No, 28-3. Okay, we can go faster. They're not. Oh, whoa! Dallas scored a defensive touchdown. We're in the fourth quarter. It's still not overly close, so we'll keep simming. Wow, it was third and short, and Dallas committed a penalty. That's kind of sad. Fourth and 10. Enzo makes a kick. Yeah, we can go faster. Dallas looks like they turned the ball over. Now down by 20. They get a touchdown, but it's not going to be enough. All right, Columbus wins it 34-21. QB1 Phil Riddle. Carson just scored 34. I mean, it wasn't Wentz's fault. The team did so well, but Loctagon laming. Oh. Well, it'd be lame if we watched the Patriots because they're not interesting. Although they have been better, but they're not going to make the playoffs. It's a... Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. Okay. Carson was fine. Woodard threw... It looks like both of them threw an interception in the second half. Hashtag Alpo ruined the Pats. Not really. I mean, the team is really good. They just can't win. Oh, dear God. Todd Gurley at 221 yards. Whew, that's a lot. Todd Gurley is the father of the Dallas Cowboys defense. How did Enzo do? He went 2 for 3. Hey, Scott, can we watch another Week 15 game? Well, if my name was Scott, I would allow you to, but it's not. So, no, we're just going to sim. You're just gonna call me Scott? Okay. Well, as I said, I won't reveal it until 10K, but I can tell you right now it's not Scott. Scott's not a bad name. It's kind of boring, though. Alright, Tim Tom, I didn't forget to do anything, did I? I don't think so. I might as well just change the quarterback now, before I forget. No. Alright, we're all good. Let's sim. His name is Darnell, stupid. Scott doesn't know that Fiona and me doing in my van every... What? I'm confused. Ooh, London lost! Oh, boy. That just got real interesting. The Eagles, I think, lost, too. So, the Bulldogs and Caps are now tied for first place. Who did London lose to? I kind of want to see. We'll go backwards today. They lost to the Bucks. Okay, that's interesting. Tampa Bay should be... They started the year off really slow, but it seems like they're probably going to win this division. I mean, the Panthers and Saints are close behind, but if the Bucks keep playing well, then, well, Carolina and New Orleans aren't going to pass them. What about the Steamers? I mean, we're going to see every score. So, we'll get to them. Go forwards. Who did the Chiefs... when we get to the P's, we'll see your team, okay? Bills, they have a new coach, and they get another win. It seems like Buffalo's late season run probably won't be enough to make the playoffs. Whoa, hello, Matthew Stafford threw 5 touchdowns. But could they sneak in as a wild card? They're not going to win the division. Huh. I mean, they could sneak in as a 7 seed. I suppose it's possible. They'd probably need a lot to go right. Bengals. They lose to Arizona 38-21, so it seems like Smirnov is back. Wow, they had the exact same passer rating. That's funny. Smirnov was probably a little bit better, though. He had more yards and higher... Why would they be the same? Smirnov had a better completion percentage and more yards. I mean, it doesn't matter, but that's weird. You're thinking you're confused who's in your division? The Lions, the Thunderbirds, and the Packers. Austin Buckley is the Kirk Cousins. Solid, but never great. I mean, Austin Buckley's teams suck, though. Kirk is usually on decent teams. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's somewhat fair. Dallas is officially eliminated, as you believe the Bulldogs and Caps own the tiebreaker. They're eliminated, I guess, in the division. I don't know if they're eliminated from a wild card spot yet. They could be. The Titans have won 4 of 5. Could they sneak in as a wild card? Texans have kind of fallen off the rails after that strange win streak ever since Jalen Hurts replaced Russ. He says, yay, Dallas stinks. Two sacks for Nolan Powers. The Thunderbirds. They beat Detroit handily. 35-14. The Thunderbirds have won 4 in a row and now, I guess, have sole possession of first place, right? Because these two teams were 7-6. The Steamers were 6-7. So I guess Toronto owns first place. Are you still in contention for a wild card? Yeah, you guys are definitely... You guys might be the 7th seed. Going into the week. So there's still a good shot you guys will make it. Hold on. Let me see the playoff bracket real quick. Because I know Nick put it in. Yeah, Kansas City was 7 going into the week. Patrick Mahomes was pretty good. Jameis Winston was not pretty good. Aaron Jones with a big performance. Why do you only have 13 carries? Because he did so well. Should have given him the ball more. You clinched a wild... I think you probably did, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this win would assure that. I would think. You would have to play Arizona? If Arizona doesn't win their division, yeah, probably. Well, what is the Bucs record? Are they 9-5 or are they 8-6? Tampa Bay does have a tiebreaker, though. Oh, they have 4, 5... Okay, Tampa Bay's a game. Yeah, so you guys are. If you win the division, you'll be the. Well, wait, no. You could be the 3 seed because the leader of the NFC East is 8-6, and you have the tiebreaker over Columbus. So you could be the 3. Texans lost. Steelers. They hurt their tank by beating the Niners 27-21. I think the only way you make the playoffs is if you win your division. I would say that's probably accurate, yeah. I think only one team in the NFC East ends up making it. Because the top 3 teams in the NFC West are all going to be in. They've probably all clinched by now. Portland, LA, and the Cardinals. So there's probably only going to be one other wild card. Which could be out of the NFC East. But I wouldn't bank on that. If the Snowhawks lose and you win out, you get the division. Probably you're, what, 2 games behind them? Going into the week? And Portland plays the Rams, who are really tough. So, I don't know. Memphis loses to Carolina. The Panthers finally get back on the win column, and Memphis' chances of making the playoffs are now really starting to look slim. Memphis is pretty much in the same situation that Dallas is right now. You've not had the easiest schedule. Eagles and Steelers are the only 2 bad teams. Well, if you're winning tough games, I guess that'll bode well for going into the playoffs. So Carolina winning is a very big deal for the wild card. Portland loses to the Rams. Wow. Okay. Is LA legit? Are they legit? They might be. Whoa. Okay. Kyler and Keith both dominated. So I would imagine the top 3 NFC West teams have all probably clinched playoff spots officially, I would think. Hello, LaVisca. Okay. Have to put Daniel Jones back in? Yeah, Duvall will be back week 17. So if you want to put Jones back in, I can do that. Why is Jelani Tavai so good in this game? Orlando, they lose to the Saints. Big win for New Orleans. That helps them for the wild card. Atlanta's chances are pretty much done. Not Atlanta. Orlando. They were Atlanta. So that's probably why I said that. Jimmy Garoppolo was very good. Tua was pretty good too. The stinky CPU team, once they become a CPU team, they're going to start to fall. Perillo deserves to be in the MVP combo, even if he won't win. I mean, he's a fringe top 5 MVP. I don't even know if we're going to have an Offensive Rookie of the Year, though. Because he's head and shoulders ahead of Cole and Mahomes. So, Saints obviously won. Ravens lose again. So, the Cougars pretty much clinched the division for the most part. Did the Cougars earn it? Maybe it was more so Baltimore and Cincinnati continuing to shoot themselves in the foot. But the Cougars should be back in. Dak was pretty bad. And the Ravens, who were once red hot to start the year, have lost how many games in a row? Like 5? At least? Humph, he says. Just trade Khalil Mack. Well, we don't know what the quarterbacks look like in this class. I have not seen anything from the draft class yet. FG is still working on it. Ooh, the Raiders beat the Dolphins. That's really interesting. That's real interesting. Okay, I think both teams are 8-6 now. Wow, that's actually a big win for the Raiders. JT Barrett will throw for the Cowboys this weekend. Oh, fun. Smirnov and Burrows, the MVP candidate conversation, pretty much a two-horse race. I mean, I would probably lump Scooter in that discussion, but for the most part, it's a two-horse race, yeah. New England. Oh my goodness! 40-3! Cobra, what happened? How do you guys lose to New England 40-3? Why is New England playing so well? Oh my goodness, Scooter was really bad. Ouch. Oh dear Lord. Hawthorne seems to be figuring some things out. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Scooter. This your MVP? Is Scooter still number 3? I mean, who else would be ahead of him? Other than the top 2. But yikes. This might be one of the biggest blowouts of the year. I say that. Didn't the Texans lose like 55-3? Or no, it was somebody else. Hold on. It was 52-14, and then there was some other big loss. But that's Carolina won. Green Bay. They lose 45-7. Wow, a lot of blowouts. Chip was pretty good. He threw 2 touchdowns. He didn't have to do a whole lot. Darnold was Bill Browning scored twice. That's fine. I think Dalvin Cook is back too. Oh, hey, Rob. We just made the Snowhawk CPU, and that's when we showed up. Well, if Rob wants the team back, I said he can get the team back. But that is fitting timing, but welcome to the stream anyway, my guy. Scoot ahead your vote until MVP over the other two? Lions, we saw the Lions. Yeah, they lost to Toronto. Jets. 41. What is happening to the Chargers? They have completely fallen off the face of the earth. They might not even make the playoffs. I thought they were at one point maybe the best team in the league. Your stupid team is 11-3. Yes, the Snowhawks are 11-3 this year. They're doing quite well, Rob. Even though they lost today, they're maybe the best team in the NFC right now. It's been 3. Yes, I just changed it like last weekend for whatever reason. I don't know why we did it earlier. Oh my! The worst team in the league just beat the best team in the league. Huh. Well, that's odd. The Jaguars, like, 11-game win streak or whatever it was, comes to a close. Joe Burrow was pretty bad. This was quite a good week for Alexei Smirnov, because Smirnov did really well, and Burrow and Skuta sucked balls. Yeah, of all the games I would have been confident in, I would have assumed Jacksonville would have blown the rails off them. So wait. So the two teams who had 2 wins, the Colts and the Steelers, both won this week. Does anyone want the #1 pick? I don't think anyone wants the top pick. Niners lost. Eagles, we saw theirs, right? Yeah, they lost to the Bills. Dolphins lost. We won. Dallas obviously lost. Chicago won. Colts somehow won. Chiefs got pummeled. Chargers lost. Cardinals won. That brings us back to Columbus. All right. A very strange week 15. Very odd. Just show us Raven. Well, oh wait, no, vote. Yes, you're right. You're right. Okay. All right, how are we going to do this? It's still tied, right? Yeah, okay. If you want to see Ravens Chiefs, type the number 69 in the chat. If you want to see Dolphins Chargers, type 420 in the chat. For reference, the Dolphins are 8-6, the Chargers are 7-7. That's the first game. That's a game for 420. The 69 game is the Chiefs, and wow, they're 5-9. They have fallen. 1 vote for 69, 1 vote for 420, 2 for 69. Want to see the Snowhawks? The Snowhawks almost won in week 15. 2 votes for 69. I get to vote too. I'm voting 69 because the Ravens suck. You'll change to 420? I think it's tied. Wait, did I say 69? I wanted to see the Chargers game. That was 420. Okay. So that's 4 for 420 and 2 for 69. Okay, so we'll go with the Dolphins and Chargers. Another vote for 420. Okay, so the Cougars have not clinched this division yet, but they pretty much have. It's pretty much official. We want to see Scooter's revenge on who? What did the Ravens do to him? Jags are still the #1 seed. The Jags, I think, would have clinched the #1 seed had they won. Right? Oh, no, the Jets are only 1 game behind. Jets officially clinched their division for what it's worth. And then we strengthen our lead in the AFC West. Wow, we're actually going to win this division. I did not see that coming 3 weeks ago. Raiders, Chargers, and Chiefs are all 7-7. NFC North, Toronto is on top. 69. I know what you're doing, Cobra. Hey, I mean, it doesn't have enough votes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Imagine if that Ravens pick does go in the top 5, yeah. Bucks are 1 game ahead of the Saints and Panthers. All 3 of those teams won this week. In the East, the Bulldogs and Caps are now tied. And in the West, the Snowhawks are the only team in the NFC to clinch a playoff spot. The Cardinals and Rams should be fine. Alright, I guess we can check the playoff picture. Current seedings in the AFC. Jacksonville still 1. Jets, Diablos, Cougars, Dolphins, Titans, Raiders. The Chiefs and Chargers are both 7-7. They're not in there. Anyone else who's 7-7? I don't think so. We're not going to get a Chargers-Chiefs revenge game because neither of them are going to make it. Remember 2 weeks ago when they were projected to play against each other? How the times have changed. Snowhawks are still 1. Bucks are 2. Oh, wow. Toronto 3. London 4. Arizona 5. Rams 6. Caps 7. The Saints and Panthers are both 8-6, and they are not in here. Lions are 7-7, and then no one else is probably to make it. Okay, so the Dolphins are 1, the Chargers are 2. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2. Pick a whole number between 1 and 2. Siri has selected 1. Darn, I wanted to pick the Chargers jerseys. Siri said like 1.501 as her number between 1 and 2, because Siri doesn't like to listen anymore. Alright, RSV does not appear to be here, so if he does come in, he can pick his jerseys, but since it looks like he is not currently here at the moment, we can pick the Dolphins jerseys. Do we want to go regular road, color rush, alternate we probably want to go to alternate classics here, let's be real. Those are for color rushes now? What happened to the orange ones? Oh, maybe they are. Alright, do we want to go with the white alternate classics, the green alternate classics, or like a regular away or home? If you told me at week 5 you'd be the 3 seed, do you think we're crazy? Yeah, well, you guys were what, 1-4 at one point? Alright, we'll set it at the color rush. If anyone wants to help pick, you can. If not, we can go with those. Superstars and Superstar X Factors, we've got George Kittle, Fletcher Cox, Joey Bosa, Alan Bluffington, Harrison Smith, Riley Painter, Aaron Rodgers, Jose Morales is X Factor. I forgot about that. Wait, so who is the starter? Is it Rodgers still? Rodgers started last week. Did Painter... Would they have Painter starting now? RSV has not said anything in depth charts or anything, so if Painter's listed as the QB1, then he'll start. Oh! Wait, what? Oh, he might still be on IR. Okay. That makes more sense. Alright, we'll just go with the color rushes. You told me you'd have 10 wins by week 16. You'd be losing your division when you won 5 out of 6 division games. You'd be pretty annoyed. Well, the NFC West just happens to be stacked, except for San Francisco, since they've sucked. Keep Rodgers starting? Okay. I figured you'd say that. If the Chargers lose, are they done? They might be, because they're not projected to make the playoffs currently. I think we're playing at the traditional stadium 2 weeks in a row. Because I think that's what the Caps stadium was. So we're playing it pretty much the same place. Just a different home team. That's kind of ironic. If the Dolphins win, they probably clinch a playoff spot, I would think. Because they're 8-6. Well, they might. Because the 7 seed and the teams below the 7 seed are 7-7. So I don't know if the Dolphins would officially clinch, but if the Dolphins win, they're pretty much good. Who is starting football? The Chargers are. Here is Isaiah Thomas leading the charge. Once looked like an MVP candidate, but since the Chargers have completely fallen off the face of the earth, that probably isn't the case. Will you check is number 2. Well, Duvall's not healthy yet. I don't think I made your change to make Daniel Jones the starter again. I can do that before we send, but Duvall, I think, returns in week 17. So, here, I'll write a reminder in my phone to make sure I make Daniel Jones the starter.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Vegas and San Diego needs to take an L because you need the playoff spot. Yeah, you guys are probably rooting for the Dolphins here. Since you're tied with the Chargers. That was odd. I'm surprised he only lost 1 there. Yeah, there's still week 17, of course, which will probably be either Friday or Saturday. I don't know. We're going to watch at least 2 games, maybe 3? I don't know. We'll see. You know how sometimes they say an injured player is available early enough? I do know what you mean, yes. I don't usually do those, though. Since I don't do them for any other team, I wouldn't do them for Will Duvall. If he is cleared. That might be something I do starting season 4, doing all the pop-up messages, like injuries cleared and breakout challenges. Don't care who wins, so this is... Yeah, this game literally has no effect for you. Why is Riley... Oh, wait. I can make Rodgers a starter again. Hold on. So I think... Wait. I'm so confused. What is it doing? It's stuck. The game is stuck. It said Aaron Rodgers was the starter going into the week. Do I have to quit out of the game? That's kind of dumb. It's stuck. What am I supposed to do? Wait, what is happening? It's frozen. What is happening? Painter, well, no, RSV said he wanted to make sure it was Rodgers, and since I'm using the Dolphins, I can do that. But do I have to quit out of the game? It's literally frozen. I don't think I have a choice, because the play clock's not moving. Huh. I think I have to quit. It's not like anything super meaningful happened other than the Chargers getting a 3 and out, so I guess this isn't totally fair for the Dolphins. How can I force the Chargers to get a 3 and out? Because that glitch isn't really fair for Miami, because they allowed a 3 and out. EA Sports does it again. Riley Painter's not even here. Why would they have him started? That's so weird. What is this game doing? I might as well make the Steamers QB change while we're at it. But what is this game on? That literally makes no sense. Like, he's not even on the depth chart. Okay, take number 2. EA Sports, it's in the game. Is he still on IR? That's probably it. Do the Dolphins have enough roster spots? They don't. So RSV would have to cut somebody. I don't know if he's here. But since he's not starting, it doesn't really matter for right now. So if RSV wants to do that sometime before week 17, have Painter as a backup, that's so weird, though, how the game just quit. Okay, take 2. Now the Dolphins start the ball. Okay, whatever. We'll just restart the game like nothing happened. Which isn't totally fair to Miami, but I don't really know what else I can do. Alright, will Aaron Rodgers come out as the starting quarterback? He should. Okay, there he is. Why is he wearing number 6? That does not look right on him at all. That looks cursed. Aaron Rodgers wearing number 6. Saw a screenshot that Washington football team used their old helmets. Cancel the social media person who did that. Who did the Chiefs play? The Chiefs play the Ravens. And the Ravens are on total free fall, so Kansas City should win that game. But we also said that last week, and they lost 40-3. So. Last time we saw the Dolphins, Jose Morales played very well, I think. That was against us, right? Yeah, they won that game. But he doesn't seem to be all that great in sim. But for a watch game, that's not a huge deal. Oh my, that was close. That receiver burned him, but Rodgers overthrew him a little bit. You played no. You play someone else. I don't. Do you play Toronto? Maybe you do. Yeah, you guys do play the Thunderbirds. You're right. Okay, that's my bad. That's a good game, actually. I mean, we put it on the poll. It didn't get enough votes, but that is an interesting game. Raiders and Thunderbirds. Solomon Thomas with the sack. Check memes in the OFL server. And Harrison Smith. This 3rd and 16. That Morales had nobody in between him and the first down marker. So that almost actually happened. Punted into the end zone. No, what a punt today. So here comes out Isaiah Thomas again. How many in a row have they lost? They've lost 5 in a row now, right? I mean, I can check. Hold on. Let's see. How many in a row have the Chargers lost? They have lost 5 in a row. They were once 7-2, and they are now 7-7. This seems like a Chargers type way to end the season. Here's a nice gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That was dangerous.
The pass intended for Marquise Brown, incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line. Cam Akers, the ball.
Short game for Mr. Cam Akers. We've seen IT have some beautiful deep balls. What the Chargers need to do is they need to let him throw deep. Not throw deep into the sidelines. Throw deep into the field of play because he has a really good deep ball. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I had to. Chargers will be the type of team to start 11-0, lose 4 of their next 5, to finish 12-4 to be the 3 seed, and then lose to their divisional rival in the wild card. I wonder if that scenario has ever happened before. Wink, wink. Totally have never seen that. Like, what? I know. What other team would do that? Oh my, what a punt down to the 8. I didn't even notice that. But what other team would do that? Huh. That's a 1 in a million scenario. Totally has never happened. Specifically, totally in recent memory has never happened. No, no, not at all. Looks like Carter is hurt for the Thens. Did you lose last week? Yes, you found a way to lose to the worst team in the league. After your, what, 11-game win streak? You guys are still 12-2. You still have the best record in the league, but you found a way to lose to the now 3-win Colts, who have not won a game in quite some time. I love how the Jaguars' offense scored like 30 points for like 11 consecutive weeks, and then they play the worst defense in the league and score 7. How does that happen? I mean, the Jags are fine. I wouldn't be worried about them, but the irony there is quite funny. What's good, Crockett? Welcome. You guys have not been bad today. You haven't been good either. In the first game, you guys lost to... I don't remember. Who did the Chargers play? The Dolphins. No, wait, no, that's this week. They played the Jets. I was looking at the poll, and I saw Chargers and Dolphins. But, yeah, you guys lost to the Jets. Because Madden hates you. I feel like that's just more so a troll. I mean, you guys should get the #1 seed. But Madden would troll like that. Just have you guys lose to the Colts. Nobody wants the #1 pick. Hopefully FDG didn't make some ridiculously good generational prospect like he did last year. So the teams don't feel bad. 2nd and 4. Rodgers is sacked by Allen Bluffington. What is he doing going after the quarterback? I mean, he got the sack, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't know why they have him as a pass rusher. Trayvon Murray is wearing 25. Fun. I kind of want to know when jerseys get released because there's a part of me that just wants to say screw it and get a Levi and Wuzurike jersey. I don't think I've ever gotten a rookie before, so it would be kind of odd that the first rookie I get played college at Washington, especially when our top pick went to Oregon. But yes, I would love to have the word Onwuzurike on the back of my shirt. Nearly a water punt. You guys need this game so bad. Yes, you do. You guys need this game really bad. I think if the Chargers win, there's a good chance they make it, and if they lose, there's a good chance they don't make it. So Raiders got a lot of them have gotten released. I'm curious to see who gets all of our single-digit numbers too. I feel like it's too easy for certain players to get single digits. Like there are like certain rookies getting it. Like Brevin Jordan was a 5th-round pick. I think he's wearing number 9 for the Texans. Like I like Brevin Jordan. He's a cool player, but I don't know. I feel like it's too easy for certain players to get single digits. I feel like it should be college where like the best players get it. You were going to get a Divine Diablo jersey, but he's wearing 49. That's kind of an ugly number, but there's Mr. Kittle to the 35, and that will do it for quarter number 1. No score yet. Neither offenses look particularly good. But we saw in the first game, both offenses didn't score early, and then the Caps, specifically Todd Gurley, decided to start trying and exploded. Neither of these teams have a Todd Gurley level player in the backfield, but it has been weird seeing vintage Todd Gurley. Like, this is the type of stuff we saw from him in OFL 20. DJ Humphries is hurt. That's a new. Is he going to the locker room? Because I would imagine he's one of your starters, I would think. Yep. So he's going to be out for at least a game. Decent run for Cam the man.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Pretty sure Cam Akers started the game off kind of poorly too, so it seems like he's playing better. IT misses that throw. He's not been overly impressive yet.
13. Incomplete.
We need to see him launch the deep balls because they always work in the past. Love your run game. Yeah, considering Cam Akers' rating, I'm surprised he's as good as he is in Madden Sim. I mean, he's not, like, spectacular, but... I mean, he's certainly solid. That was bad. Oladipo will have season-ending surgery on his right quadriceps tendon. There was no mathematical way for the Heat to lose that trade, and they might actually lose it because Kelly Olynyk's been better than Oladipo. I think the Heat would easily choose Oladipo over Kelly Olynyk, and they'd be dumb not to, but... Kind of ironic that that trade looked like the perfect deal for the Heat, and so far it really hasn't at all. Watch the Heat, like, give Oladipo, like, a ridiculously big contract, and he totally flames out. A trade where the Heat literally couldn't lose, they end up losing it. Second and 10. Solomon Thomas has 3 sacks today. What? Why is Solomon Thomas of all people? Who is supposed to be blocking him? What an odd player to have 3 sacks in the first, like, 10 minutes of the game. These offenses are not getting anything going. Maybe Solomon Thomas is now showing why he's a top 3 pick. I mean, it's kind of like 6 years too late, but I guess better now than never. Why is Alan Bluffington their punt returner? I never knew that he returned punts. Who will score first? I think the bigger question is who will score at all. Because neither offense has really been even close to scoring. Like, at least the first game when the offenses started slow. They were both close. IT throws it into the middle of nowhere. This dude was doing nothing for you, and now he has 3 sacks in the first half of the game. And a very important game, might I add. 3rd and 9. There's the deep ball from IT. I told you! IT is a beautiful deep ball. 38 yards for LaMichael Flynn. Second he leaves, he does well. What a dime right on time. Here comes Kittle. Gets to the 8. Now the Chargers are starting to do some damage. Anybody here play FN? I don't know what FN is. Isaiah Drummond is now hurt. Both teams have gotten kind of hit hard by the injury bug today. It's not really an excuse that they haven't scored, but it is worth noting. Fumble! Oh, the big guy picked it up! The offensive lineman nearly had a touchdown. He nearly got that. That would have been funny. Oh, Fortnite? Oh. Yeah, I guess that's what FN would be. That would make sense. You're not the best. You're not as bad as me. Throwback to the days where I streamed Fortnite all the time, and it took me like a year and a half to get a solo win. Third and goal. Thomas will dive into the end zone with no problem. And we finally have points on the board. A Charger touchdown. I would say this game is a little bit bigger for LA than Miami. I mean, it's pretty important for both teams. The Dolphins probably should make the playoffs even if they lose today. The Chargers with a loss are pretty much done. I don't know if they'd be eliminated because they'd be close to. Which would be pretty depressing after they were 7-2. Dolphins still have plenty of time. Who started with the ball? I think the Dolphins did. That's rather interesting. That Trubisky trade in 2017 ended up being a lose-lose. Well, it wasn't really a loss for San Francisco because they were going to pick Solomon Thomas anyway. So that didn't really change anything. They can't really lose that. Who were the other players they got those picks? Hold on. I have no clue who the Niners got with those picks. Revisiting Trubisky trade, it's clear Bears did better than many thought at the time. That's as of 2018 when people thought Mitch was good. The Niners used the third-round pick they got from the Bears on Fred Warner. Yeah, the Mitchell Trubisky trade did actually work out pretty well for them because they wouldn't have Fred Warner otherwise, who is a stud. Warner was a Pro Bowl alternate last season, but the remainder of the 49ers' 2017 haul has not come close to their heights. Okay, so it was literally just Fred Warner, which is still a win because he's really damn good. They could have got Kamara, but they traded down. Imagine if Shanahan got to work with Kamara. That would be sick. Best player they got was Dante Pettis. Other than him, yeah, that's not ideal if Dante Pettis is that. You let 38-year-old A-Rod run over you for a first down. That is kind of depressing. Two-minute warning here in the first half. 7-0 Charger lead. Oh my, look at this. Two players missed the tackle. He is gone. 66 yards. The Dolphins tie it. I think that's Preston Williams. Yeah. Wow, what a play. Playing golf in the end zone. Welcome back, noob. You've not missed too much, but both offenses are starting to play a lot better, including that play. We got to see that again. The two defenders, like, almost ran into each other. Look. They both tried to tackle him. And they ran into each other. That's pretty sad. For the Chargers, at least. Yeah, I didn't realize they got Warner in that trade, so I guess they kind of... Would you say fleeced the Bears? I mean, it's not like they got a good first-round pick out of it, but they would have picked the same player. So they were the Bears pretty much gave them Fred Warner for free. Which, thank you, Chicago. I would prefer not to have Fred Warner in my division, so I really appreciate that. We do have to play Fred Warner week 1 this year, but I don't really care. It's not like we're going to win many games anyway. Painter might be the biggest bust. I wouldn't call him a bust yet. Because he's still very highly rated, and he still is Superstar X Factor. So I wouldn't call him a bust, per se. But he's definitely been a disappointment. It said they traded a 2018 second, not a third. I think it was just a bunch of 3s and 4s. I don't think there was a second. That may have been in a separate trade. Derek Brown for a top 10 pick and a strong safety corner. That trade has worked for you. Oh yeah, the Ravens gave up that first round pick for Derek Brown. Ouch. IT is ripped to the ground by Joey Bosa. And the Dolphins will call time. Third and 2. Ooh, he almost actually did something there. Can Miami take the lead before halftime? Their offense was doing nothing earlier. Now they might be on top if they score, which is a huge if. They do have a timeout and over a minute, Would you say you trading those players for picks if a deadline has worked out? It has worked out because now you guys are winning games. It's helped you win games and it's given you more draft picks. So it has worked out, although it has not worked out the way it expected for you. I don't think we expected you to be winning games and Dallas to be losing games, but here we are. Rodgers is incomplete.
Rodgers pass intended for Joe Reed. Incomplete.
Here's a first down for Morales. Why aren't they going no huddle? They don't have a lot of time. Wow, they got back to the line of scrimmage quickly. Huh. Smirnov, IT, Skuta, Painter, and Buckley is definitely is the rankings for the class. I would put Skuta ahead. Well, I mean, IT's been good for longer, but I don't think IT's ever been as good as Skuta's been this year. I would probably put Skuta ahead of IT, and then I think the rest of that is fair, yeah. But you could flip IT and Skuta, because IT's been good since he was a rookie. This is Skuta's first year at quarterback, but Scooter's probably third place in the MVP, though, even though he sucked in the first game today. He is still rather good. Why are they not calling your timeout? Oh, now they do after they waste 10 seconds, because it's EA. So they pretty much just have to lob up a Hail Mary. If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. Why are they running the ball? Weak. Jose Morales has 5 carries for 2 yards. Oof. Cleveland walk it off. What did the Cleveland baseball team just do? Scoot and IT are in the same tier. I would agree with that. I have to do like a new QB tier list for the OFL. That'd be fun. I might do that after the stream. A lot of rushing yards today. In the first game, Columbus nearly had 200 rushing yards going into halftime. Now both teams collectively have 40. Beat the Cubs in the 10th. Who hit the walk-off? Was it Francisco? Oh, wait. He's gone. Tier 1. Yeah, Smirnov would definitely be Tier 1. Smirnov, Burrow. Probably Jordan Love. Maybe Chip. No, Chip's probably Tier 2. Mahomes is fringe Tier 1, maybe. Smirnov and Burrow would probably be the only 2 shoo-ins for Tier 1. Rosario? I see. Which one? Because don't you have 2? Dolphins with a solid 11 rushing yards, and 8 of them came on that one play by Aaron Rodgers. Ahmed Rosario. Okay. Cool beans. Ooh, Cam Akers cut to the outside. He could have done something there. Nice tackle by whoever 23 is. Sean Murphy Bunting. Okay, I was going to say who has superstar on this defense, but Sean Murphy Bunting's really good. Tier 2, IT, Scooter Mahomes, Jordan Love. What about Chip? I would say Chip is a Tier 2 at worst. I mean, Chip hasn't been terrible this year. He hasn't been great, but he's still definitely a top 7 quarterback. Nice sack for Harold Landry. I feel like there should be more in that second tier. Wentz, maybe. Wentz would be a fringe Tier 2. I mean, he won the MVP last year, but if he can't even keep a starting job... Chip and fraud is like Tier 8. Where would Aaron Rodgers be? I don't know. That's actually an interesting question. Chip is awesome. He should be Tier 2. Yeah, I figured you just forgot about him because... Chip is certainly on those guys' level, even if he hasn't been great this year. Based on last year and the fact that he's still been... I mean, Chip has been good this year. I feel like I've disrespected him a little bit. He hasn't been outstanding. But... Keith, you could argue, would be Tier 2. You could make that argument. Kyler as well. Those 2 guys would be on the fringe. I don't know. Because Keith has only played 1 year, but Keith is really good. And Kyler, who's been inconsistent in the past, has been really good this year. I would probably put those guys in Tier 2, yeah. Jose Morales is up to like 9 yards now. Wait. I just realized something. Oh, great. We're going to have to wait 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure Morales might have 6 carries for 9 yards. If he doesn't, then this will be a complete waste of 30 seconds. I can't even press the pause button. Okay, well, we're going to have fun here for 30 seconds. Elton Jenkins has suffered elbow bursitis. By the Keith logic, Scooter should not be tier 2. Yeah, that's fair, because Scooter's well, Scooter's better than Keith. But I get your point. What is it do? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding? It's glitching again. This game. It's frozen. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'll take the blame for it this time. But what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do here? Okay, I have an idea. I have a good idea. I'm going to put my PlayStation in rest mode. We're going to restart the stream. And I think the game will work again. So I'll be back in about 2 minutes.